What's up, guys? So, as I've told my members, QE has in fact begun. Essentially, now we have the Treasury talking about the US buying $1 trillion worth of bonds to support the long tail yield market for your long tail bonds. So, essentially, QE has begun. It's now just really a battle, in my view. If the lows are in on Bitcoin, if the lows are in gold, if you're waiting to buy a retest, you would be waiting to buy a retest of the lows. You wouldn't be really YOLOing in on a 30% move, specifically on Bitcoin. We have our targets in my group, SLB Wealth. I also have one-to-one wealth coaching allocations available currently. Had a few members that aren't with me anymore. I capped it at 10. One of my members in my wealth coaching, none of them are in the red. One of them's up 105K this year. In the last, 9 months during a period that's a bear market, I mean, like 105 grand US is nice. And then, in an up market, things would be considerably stronger. But yeah, generally with me, you're going to multiply in my view what you would do alone. So if it's something you're interested in, send me a DM. If you want to get an SLB Wealth, now is the time. Now is really the time to, in fact, get in my opinion, before the market is really a lot stronger, right? And then you're essentially buying your positions 100% higher. And again, it can be the difference between I made a 20x because I was early, and then someone else was later, and they might have only made like a 5x, something like that. And then if you're at the 5x and the market turns around, you can actually find yourself in the red. So that's generally it. I've had some very good calls. I've had a few calls in the last year that have gone 40 to 50x in the group. And essentially, some of the members have made six figures on those calls. And then I've made very good leverage trade calls as well. I called these lows 64K. I said that we would test at least 70K in my view. And now obviously it's gone higher. We've had some overperformance, which is great. And yeah, things are good. The market looks strong. And yeah, in my view, you don't want to be YOLOing in with your full amount buying a 30% move. But this, in my view, is the final round of dollar destruction, the big one. And then also, in my view, this ends with Bitcoin backed bonds. So this will be the repricing for Bitcoin considerably higher. I believe the 4 year cycle will break as a concept, and that we're actually not in a 4 year cycle. This is just simply the final cycle. I would believe that, it could run up to 2030. We'll see. I believe at least the end of 2028. We have to see going into elections out of the US. Maybe they run a campaign that they're going to tear down all of, Trump's crypto work and investigate World Liberty Financial. So then the market could, in fact, top late in 2028. We have to see, take it level by level. But if you want to get inside, join the lads in there with me. And yeah, I mean, multiply your wealth with us inside. And yeah, better days are coming. Stay strong. Have commitment, have conviction. Don't, in my view, be in fiat. Fiat is finished. Not just the dollar, but essentially the basket of currencies that's to be compared with the dollar. There will be no dollar safe haven, no fiat safe haven. I think Bitcoin would do better than gold. I think it will outperform. I believe gold can do well. But then if you were to remember post-COVID, gold had a fake out and then actually crashed during the multiple years of QE. Bitcoin itself ran and went up 1,000% or more. So that's a period that you have to watch if you're in gold. Therefore, you need to, in my view, split your exposure, as I've discussed with my members. If you want to get inside my group, SRB Wealth, send me a DM. If you want one-on-one wealth coaching, maybe you don't have time to be in the group and you have a significant portfolio, and then I can manage it for you. I don't hold into any of your net worth or your wealth. I'm not interested in running a fund, but I essentially advise you. So I go over my member portfolios every single day, and I generally just fine tune and optimize it as I see fit and advise them of any positions that I think can be suitable for them. And if that suits you, send me a DM. And yeah, I mean, let's get rich, guys. Until next time, cheers.